My guest today is Robert Greene. Robert Greene is an author. You have a clip on the internet, which I think is absolutely fabulous about that unique seed that exists within all of us. Send me a picture of your worst, whatever early seed planted this, we're all grateful for and better off as a consequence of that seed.
Yeah, I'm almost blushing. That's fantastic. You're very cute, almost like in this almost slightly schizophrenic way. It's very primal. Very primitive and very primal.
We hear the word beast and we think, a ferocious beast trying to harm others. But
I'm happy being a beast.
Yeah, so I think finding where we can be a beast together.
Right. I knew when I was young that I couldn't exert physical power because I was a skinny little runt. You realize, wow, I can deceive people. I can manipulate them. I can get what I want. I can pretend. And in the end, you might have been a jock and you might have done well in high school, but look at me now. The sense of no, the sense that this is prohibited stirs the desire. And we can be very, perverse creatures, right?
Did a lot of things I shouldn't have done. Let's acknowledge that. I think everyone would agree that sleeping with your patients and being a cocaine addict, bad ideas.
The moment a taboo enters the human brain, like you're not supposed to sleep with this woman, the desire arises inside of you to actually sleep with that woman. When you get 40 and you get 50, it gets more and more difficult, right? And it's very sad if you wasted that seed.
It helped me recall some early seed that I experienced as a very distinct sensation in my body.
Can you describe that?
Yeah. Well, without making it too specific to my unique tastes, even as I describe it, it's almost like my body floats. I feel it in my left arm of all things. And it feels like there's something to do about it. It's not just,
right.
It's like there's an activation state created within me. Like, I got to do something with this.
It's visceral, it's emotional, it's physical, right? And you feel it in your body.
But what do you think explains these particular seeds?
Well, what exactly do you mean by that? I mean, like, there are things that excite you in a kind of a quick way, where you have to relieve some tension and there's entertainment and there's things that kind of give you pretty immediate gratification. You have to have more and more and more and more of it. More of the sex, you need more of the porn. I'm so immersed. It's a deeply, deeply pleasurable experience. I don't like when mommy moves this way. I like when daddy comes from here. For instance, the feeling of being carried by your father and just being taken around physically is a form of seduction because you don't know what he's going to do to you. You're very excited. You want that surprise, right? It is sublime. I let him enter my brain and I'm completely seduced. I let him lead me along. Seduction involves vulnerability. It involves somebody gets inside, somebody gets under our skin.
There's a power exchange. There are yeses and there are nos. There are maybes.
And when you're doing it, it's like you're swimming with the current. You feel it as a delight.
Like I'm an amphibian. This is my environment.
Yeah.
And you're an amphibian too, right?
Yeah.
And we're different amphibians, but we're going to be amphibians together.
Right.
To realize I'm an amphibian. I can go in and out of water. This notion of topping from the bottom. And anyone that's ever owned a dog and gone to the dog park will see same-sex mounting between dogs. One animal of a species getting on top of the other animal, usually from behind, oftentimes scruffing or biting the back of the neck and saying, I control you.
God, I'm so envious. If I could walk a dog right now, I'd be the happiest person alive.
So as I just kind of toss that out there for consideration, I wonder if you have any reflections on it. If not, feel free to just say, I don't, but of course. But to me, this was a really important discovery.
So there is a zone that's possible that's outside this power dynamic that we're talking about.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Open yourself up. Yeah, they might hurt me, but I'm strong enough to take it. And I also have a dark side. I'm obsessed with the idea of invisible forces. Almost like in this almost slightly schizophrenic way, you're hearing the voice of your teachers. You start hearing that more than your own voice. And as you get older, it gets worse and worse and worse.
They're crazy.
But it's all illusion. It's all a construction, right? Images come into your brain and they're not organized in any way. How it sucks. I'm so embarrassed. I hate myself. He said he was like a mountain goat. He was like going down the ledge. He jumped. He was able to kind of get down to another ledge. He got out of it. Like hell, I can't believe he was such a wonderful cat. I brought her over to my apartment on the first date. I wanted to see her reaction to the cat, you know? She loved my cat. And boy, that was the best sign of all. And things just blossomed. And she loved me for loving a cat. Like, hell, I can't believe he was such a wonderful cat.